Welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole with Eric Ebersol. Picture this. Your coffee tips over, your phone vanishes under a pile of notes, and by the time you look up, an hour has evaporated. We're going to steal back those minutes with 3 rituals that take under a minute. Hey, I'm Eric. Welcome to Down the Rabbit Hole. Let's take a look at a start ritual I use. For me, it begins with a sensory cue, a breath and a pen click, and a tiny phrase I say out loud. Just 10 minutes. Right. That micro commitment lowers the barrier. Exactly. That 30 to 60 second combo anchors attention. It signals your brain, this moment has structure. Experience shows it reduces the friction of getting started. Short pause. I like that. I do a music version, just the first 20 seconds of a song I love. Play it, inhale, tap the desk twice, and go. The tune primes mood, the tap is tactile, and 20 seconds turns thinking into doing. This could have far-reaching implications for how fast you launch. Isn't music going to distract as often as it helps? I can see it either kicking you into gear or sending you down a rabbit hole of nostalgia. Totally. Good call. Use instrumental or a 20-second cue you treat like a tool, not a playlist. If lyrics derail you, swap to a short tone or a single upbeat intro. The key is predictability, not the song itself. Short pause. Short pause. Another tiny start. A single deep inhale. A pen tap. And the phrase, begin here. Rituals don't need drama. They need repeatability. Okay, moving into switches. When you shift tasks, you either carry forward leftover thoughts or you clear the runway. Philip, what's your quick switch? I do a one-line closure and a preview. I close the doc, jot one sentence about where I left off, then say the next task out loud. Done. Next. Email draft. That tiny wrap-up clears mental baggage and primes the next goal. And speaking it makes it feel real, right? I swear that verbal nudge is the difference between drifting and focusing. Laughing. I like the verbal anchor. My only worry, some tricks feel performative at an open office. Any low-profile alternatives? If saying it aloud is awkward, use invisible versions. A pen flip, 2 slow shoulders down breaths, or a tiny physical gesture. The point is the mental divider. Think of it as a backstage cue rather than a performance. Short pause. For closing work, I have a small physical move. Push the chair back, stand, and rest my hands on the desk for a second. Then I tell myself, that task is contained. It signals completion so your brain stops chewing on it later. I like that visual. Quick question though. What if a ritual stops working? Does it lose power if you repeat it too much? Good point. If it wanes, change the sensory cue. New song, different pen, a fresh phrase. The reset revives the signal. Rituals live on repetition, but small variation keeps them meaningful. Medium pause, curious. And treat them like experiments. Try one for a day, notice and tweak. If whispering feels silly, skip it. The ritual should fit your context and your sense of self. Alright, let's do a short guided micro ritual together. It'll be 3 tiny steps. A start cue, a short nudge to move, and a one-line wrap. If you're driving, skip and listen later. Ready? Pick one tiny task now. Open one email or write a single line. Inhale 4 counts. Exhale. Say to yourself, 10 minutes, go. Work for 20 seconds. Just a tiny push. Short pause. Now stop. Close that tab. Take 2 slow shoulders down breaths and whisper or think. Done enough. Tap the desk twice or fold your hands. That's your switch cue. Jot a single note about where you left off. 1 sentence. Put it at the top of the dock or in your task app. Stand, stretch, and let the next moment be separate. If it felt awkward, that's normal. Habits start clumsy. How was that? Quick reactions. Did it cut through the fuzz at all? Tell us if it felt useful or weird. Here's the compact takeaway. Start with a sensory cue plus a tiny action. Switch with a one-line closure and a physical release. Close by marking completion so your brain can move on. If you're trying one ritual tomorrow, pick the start ritual. It's the easiest to test and gives a big immediate lift. And if someone calls it trivial, smile and call it tactical minimalism. Laughing. Quick troubleshooting. If a ritual fades, swap the cue. Different song, new pen click, or a fresh phrase can revive it. Keep it under a minute and make public-friendly variants. If this landed for you, subscribe to Down the Rabbit Hole and try one micro-ritual tomorrow. Just one. Come back and tell us what changed. Don't be afraid to learn. Thanks for listening to Down the Rabbit Hole. You've been listening to Down the Rabbit Hole with Eric Ebersol.